is sponsored by CapEd Credit Union.
Health and wellness are the foundations of resilience, and a health and biology teacher is helping her students to understand that and apply it in their lives.
CBS 2's Sarah Jacobson takes us to Kimberly High School in this week's Leaders in Learning.
The purpose is to just sit and be mindful of the breath, okay?
I love teaching kids how to be healthy.
Still keeping that open throat, and as you inhale, can you hear that? And to breathe. Practice it. See what it feels like.
Kids are stressed, there's no doubt. Children have stress. And I think as adults, sometimes we tend to dismiss that stress. And it doesn't matter if you're 6 or 60, the physiological response to stress is going to be similar between people. And so if I can teach these kids how to manage their stress and how to cope with these big, uncomfortable emotions, they're going to grow up to be more resilient people.
Here at Kimberly High School, Mrs. Andrea Robbins is showing her students that health and wellness is an inside job, one with many dimensions, 7 to be exact.
So with this course, it's not super content heavy. It's all about going through those 7 dimensions of wellness, learning what they are, what it entails to be well in that dimension. And then each student writes a specific SMART goal to improve their wellness in that dimension.
These 7 dimensions of wellness are intellectual, emotional, spiritual, physical, social, environmental, and financial. For 2 weeks, her students learned tangible methods for improving wellness, from yoga to meditation and even breath work.
It's just all over the place, but they all have the common goal of reducing stress.
And focusing on personal growth through each dimension.
While the kids are learning, they're also practicing whatever behavior it is that they've identified that needs changed. They journal about their experience and then they reflect on it to see whether or not it really made any difference.
Empowering her students to be leaders in their learning.
We had a different SMART goal for each exercise, so it's not like we were just learning material. It's like, okay, based on your individual life, what's something you want to work on in each of those areas?
Techniques they now use in their everyday life.
I use the body awareness every night before I go to bed, so that way it helps me kind of wind down because I have such an active brain.
And that's not all. Mrs. Robbins is also working to build her program with the help of a grant from Donors Choose, called Breathe for Change.
It's an organization that is specifically targeting school-aged kids. So how do we bring things like yoga and mindfulness and breath work into the schools to help kids with their social and emotional wellness?
This program will also allow Mrs. Robbins to teach other educators how to bring wellness training into their classrooms.
It's very personalized for each individual student.
Now, if you'd like to donate to Mrs. Robbins' grant through Donors Choose, head to our website, idahonews.com.
And you bring it back in.
For Leaders in Learning, I'm Sarah Jacobson.